Tony, Peyton Manning talked about adjustments that you make at halftime. That, you said it's one of the great myths that there's just not that much time to make adjustments here. Do you agree with what Peyton said?
I do. Let me tell you a funny story, Dan, about the biggest adjustment we made. We're in the AFC Championship game against New England. We're losing 21-6. You only have 12 minutes during halftime, so you get into the locker room. You probably got 9 minutes left. Guys have to go to the bathroom, get their pads changed, all of that. We're 15 down. Everybody's hyped up, talking. Assistant coaches want to talk. We finally got it all done, and I'm about ready to talk and make these huge adjustments and give them a great speech. The guy knocks on the door and says, "We got 30 seconds till you come out for kickoff." So I said, "Hey, we're playing terrible. If we don't start playing better, we're going to lose." And that was the big halftime adjustment in the motivational speech. We went out, scored 32 points in the second half, didn't change anything, just did what we did a little better, and that's usually what happens. We had Doug Peterson on, and he was telling Kaylee Hartung, our field reporter, walking into the locker room, hey, we just got to chip away. We just got to get our composure and do a little bit better. That's what it's basically all about. You throw out a few plays that don't look good. You accentuate some things that did look good, but you aren't making major changes in there.
Yeah, and to stay with your game plan, if you know that your game plan is solid, there are a couple of fluky plays there, ricochet, there's an intercept, all of those things. And it's not like the Chargers' offense was great. It was, Asante Samuel.
Got some short field.
Yeah. Exactly. And I thought, Doug Peterson, where you just say, hey, let's just continue to do. And you said something that I remember, and it was really prophetic because you said, score, stop, score. Now all of a sudden you've changed the game, and that's what happened with Jacksonville.
Yeah, and that was really the basis of my talk in that championship game. Hey, they're 3 scores ahead of us. If we don't do anything early on in the third quarter, they're just going to put it in cruise control. But I'll tell you what, if we stop them, get the ball and score and make it a 2-score game, now they've got to keep playing, and that's when we'll come back. And we've got the whole second half to do it. So we don't have to win this game in the next 10 minutes, but we do have to stop them. We do have to score, and that's exactly what Jacksonville did. They stopped the first drive. They scored. They got the crowd back in it, and then it was a ball game.
What did the Chargers fail to do in the second half that we maybe didn't see or we should notice?
Well, part of it, what gets me frustrated is you have these game plans and you have an idea of what you're going to do when you go in. And the Chargers told us, we did the production meeting before, and they said, we're going to go up-tempo, fast against these guys, and we're going to throw. They got the 28th rated pass defense. So they do that in the first half. They get some breaks, some short fields, but now you're up 27-0. So you don't have to keep going up-tempo, and you don't have to keep throwing. They only ran the ball 8 times after they got a 27-0 lead. Mm-hmm. And that's what frustrated me as a defensive coach. When we would get in those situations with Peyton, I'd walk over to Tom Moore, our offensive coordinator. Okay, we're going to slow down. I didn't even have to do it because Peyton knew it. We're going to slow down. We're going to use the 40-second clock up. We're going to snap the ball with 1 second on the clock. We're going to run. We're not going to run out of bounds. We're not going to throw incomplete passes. We're just going to adjust a little bit and make sure we play sound. And that's what I thought the Chargers didn't do in the second half.